Opioid addiction has many faces. It is the neighbor next door, the straight-A student at school, the star athlete on the team. As one addict puts it, they are often chameleons that blend in, trying very hard to hide their disease. Fox 17 News' Kathleen Jacob tonight, joining us with the latest edition in her special series, Addicted.
Looking at these pictures, it's hard to tell that under the surface, Evan Radke hid a crippling addiction to opioids.
I find a lot of peace and sanctuary in drug addiction.
The baseball player suffered from multiple knee injuries, coping with Lortab and Percocet at first. Then he had his ACL and meniscus taken out.
I met a roommate in college that said, "Hey man, you ever tried Oxycontin before?" And from that point, I fell in love with it. That was the main thing that I set my life around.
It was no longer to treat the knee injuries. It'd become an addiction, and his body physically needed the drugs. Vanderbilt's Dr. Manny Sethi says this is something they see all the time.
Someone can break their ankle, and I've seen this happen. They get, 3 days of pain medication or 5 days of pain medication, and they become addicted.
And Evan's drug use just escalated.
So when Oxycontin ran out, heroin was right there. It was easily being able to be convinced because you're sick, you're withdrawing, you feel like you want to die. And hey man, the drug you were paying for, I can't get it, but the great news is I can get this stuff that's cheaper and it's better.
From the outside, the problem wasn't obvious.
Everything in my life was good, right? As part of a fraternity, school was going well. I was able to maintain, for the most part, a relationship, family life. Everything was okay. But on the inside, depression was rampant.
He knew his problem was real.
I would try to quit, right? Which gave me an excuse to use more drugs the night before. Hey, I'm going to quit tomorrow, so I'm going to use all this supply tonight. Next day was always the same.
He finally hit rock bottom, wrecking 3 cars, losing a job and a girlfriend, a wake-up call to get help. 5 years sober, now he's helping others.
Coming from a background of being a gutter drunk and an alcoholic and addict, and now being in a position to help people. The reward, this is my new high.
A high much more fulfilling than any drug.